But when I said, you know, identifying a niche, I prefer to identify the problems I work with, and then I help find those people who may have that particular problem that's more prevalent.
So where do they go? What water cooler do they stand around?
That's the question, right?
Yeah.
So if I know that these people are problems, it allows me to go, okay, if I know this is who I really work well with. First of all, the biggest thing is stop trying to accommodate, like I said, everybody.
Yep.
Figure out who you work best with and that who you like to work with the most, because you'll be more effective working with them. It's because you know about that industry, you know about that problem.
So trace that industry or trade or what?
I came from wellness, right? I came from wellness, and when I chose to step out on my own and do consulting, I actually started doing marketing as a virtual assistant, because when I decided to step away from my practice, I thought, well, there's got to be more practitioners and healers and coaches out there who need help with their marketing. And I started taking on a lot of different businesses also that I wasn't familiar with how they operated. And I actually stressed myself out quite a bit, because I didn't know enough about that background of how to run a retail store or how to market something like a restaurant. I'd never been in that industry, but I'd been in wellness. I don't want to date myself, but I've been in wellness a very long time, quite a few decades.
Quite a few decades. Okay.
I started when I was 18.
Wow.
So I've worked in wellness centers and chiropractic offices since I was 18.
Wow.
Yeah, so a long time. And I'm very, very familiar with what that is. And as much as I resisted it, I'm like, I'm not a chiropractor. I don't want to be a chiropractor. I love the industry for what it does for people, because I like transformation so much, because I love the idea of potential.
Aha.
And so I'm always attracted to personal development, healers, coaches, anywhere that people can step up and have a transformation in life. When you're seeking change, this is the industry I like to be in. For the people who are seekers, as we call them, they want to engage in that and they want to invest in the opportunity to change. That's a different kind of a market. It's a different kind of positioning to sell. And that's the thing that's taken me a while to kind of separate the waters and go, okay, what do I do really well? And who do I really work with best? So I could fine-tune what I did. And that's where I say accommodation. When I was trying to accommodate writing copy and materials and making stuff for other industries, I did so much time researching, and I felt guilty for even charging for it. And half the time I wouldn't, so I was not making money.
Ah, there you go.
Right?
There you go.
Because, again, I'm human, and I want to do it right, and I don't want people to be disappointed in the work I'm creating. And I had to take a real hardcore look at what is it I'm actually offering. Am I actually getting hung up on being perfect?
Good point.
Yeah. Am I really worried about disappointing them? Because I don't know enough about it. I was investing a lot of my time and energy trying to figure it out. And it came to me one day, somebody said, why don't you just stay in the industry you know? Oh, there's a thought. That just hit me over the head on that one. I think I was just having I wanted, we think we wanted to try it.
Sure.
But then all of a sudden it was like going to France and having to learn a new language.
Yes.
The gap to get me to that level, the learning curve was so high that it was slowing me down.